Welcome to Deep Dive Daily.
Good morning, Andy. I just want to know how does it feel to have not just the clarity of mind where late September, I feel like you were like, Seattle, that's my horse. Sam Darnold, we're doing this. You were all in on this Seahawks team from a very long time ago. So hat tip to you. And then cherry on the Sunday, making up for a couple of bad halftime plays. Not just hit a home run yesterday, but called the correct score in the second half of 14-14.
I can't remember. Did you know someone in the Discord played it?
No, that's amazing.
I mean, they just put a few bucks on it as a lark, but we joked about that. How could I even bet second half draw? How could I bet exact score? Well, they went and found the Seahawks score ends with a 1, the Rams score ends with a 7, kind of thing. Like,
they found that
exact market. Yeah, and that paid like 60 to 1.
Jeez.
So somebody in the Discord did play it. They tagged me. I'm like, oh shit, you somebody got something. But second half over felt like a laugher, and then we didn't have any more scoring in the fourth quarter. If you told me there was no fourth quarter scoring, would not have placed that bet on the over 23. But it did get home. The Seahawks are winners, and yes, not just on our stream, but I did a show with Sammy and Joe O.
Sure.
Way back in the day too, where I was right when I was starting to feel good about Seattle, and obviously they repost some clips.
Oh yeah,
and I distinctly remember somebody replying to the clip.
October,
somewhere in there, in the
I remember you saying that kind of like week 3, week 4, like September.
But somebody replied to one of the clips and been like, there's no fucking way Seattle gets the Super Bowl because their quarterback is Sam Darnold. And I remember being like, I should reply to this guy, but it is a very cognizant point. I'm relying on just really good scheme and a defense to kind of carry this team. I won't do him the disservice. I won't even go back and find that and be like, oh, you fucking like me. I hate that when you go back and find those.
It's better than rubbing it in someone's face is just winning money. Yeah, that's much better. So yeah, good job, man. Really well played. And to the second site that you got to call 14-14 was pretty.
It was funny that we had to go. We had to go like what? 16 minutes without scores to keep it there.
Yeah, because I was just impressed when I was like, man, 14-14. It was the third quarter, not the second half. Or was it the whole second half? Anyway, good job, man.
Did you do any reading? Did you take a look at unexpected points? I hope you didn't.
I did not know.
Because
I saw it. I read a little bit of the top of Tanier's blog. I didn't read unexpected points.
Haven't had a chance to read everything yet, but basically his calculus was, hey, the Rams should have won.
Well, the special teams.
It's very similar to some of the other games they struggled in. It's like, well, there's this third phase, and sometimes you can have a massively negative EV or negative EPA play.
Was that the worst play of the game? It had to be, because there wasn't a lot of other negative stuff.
I don't know if it was
Ferguson. The miss the fourth down miss was probably bad to Ferguson in terms of EPA or win probability.
So the biggest win probability one was, yes, it was that. It was 18.6%. Yeah,
the third down drop. Yeah. Well.
The other big one were positives were Darnold to Shaheed, the long one. That was a 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 5 at least.
The Smith fumble, did you say 18%?
18% win probability switched.
Wow. In a game that the margin was really narrow. That's pretty fucking huge. Rams. Fuckers.
It's funny. You know what? Actually, I misspoke when I said none of them were negative. Obviously, not getting the first down on that fourth down, the 4th and 4, that's negative.
Was 4th and goal or 4th and 4?
So it was 4th and 4 from the 6.
Okay.
Could have actually gotten a first down.
They dropped 9. They dropped 9 into coverage. That's the kind of play you wish Matt Stafford had any kind of wheels. He ran a first down impressively on that.
That was very impressive. People in the chat were right on top of that, calling him Matthew Mendoza. It was a really nice run, especially for a guy who's been in the league for 17 years. Number 10 on the list from, and again, this is from Unexpected Points, written by Kevin Cole. I'm stealing his work here. He does a great job. Usually, if you see a penalty on the list, it's, hey, 50-yard pass interference, taunting. I don't know if this made the list for me as far as top 10 most impactful plays in the game. That was a 5.2% win probability swing.
Wow.
Whoops. Don't do that, buddy.
Weird game for the refs. Zebras in the night game. Little bizarre. Whatever. Thoughts on anything else that happened yesterday? First game got kind of run amok by some missed field goals and then a blizzard that I didn't have on my bingo card at all. We handicapped late in the week too. We waited till Thursday and the weather was 32 and sunny on AccuWeather for the full game, and that was not correct.
I mean, when I talked about it, I didn't say anything about snow, but when I brought it up, I said, hey, we have this weird cold front that's dipping down from Canada.
But it's really cold.
And I was worried that it was going to be really, really cold. Like there was a decent chance it wasn't going to clear out before the game. It was cold, not that cold, but I didn't really see this weather coming until Sunday. And then I still wasn't super sure we were going to actually get it in the second half. Did Tony Romo mention it? It seems like he kind of glossed over the fact that the conditions were changing. If you guys had the sound on, I'm not sure he mentioned it once.
Huh. Are you joking?
Did you have the sound on? Yeah,
no.
He mentioned it. Like it was almost like it was like an SNL bit where they talk about it. Yes, you should talk about it. And then Nance moves on to something, and Nance is talking about something completely different. And then he throws it back to Romo, and he just kept saying the same thing over again. He's like, man, they got to score here because it was about to be the fourth quarter. The wind was coming end zone to end zone.
Yeah.
It was right in your face with heavy snow.
Yeah. You know how you could tell, watch the Patriots punts. The hell, those were wild. Yeah. Anyway. He said like they got to score now because as soon as the third quarter switches, they're going to be going into the wind. Obviously it didn't matter which direction the Broncos were going. That was pretty DOA. I didn't like the argument that you should have kicked the field goal on that fourth down. Teams went 1 for 5 on field goals, guys. I know a couple of them are long, but acting like it was just automatic points in any game. Obviously, it wasn't. The weather wasn't as bad in the first half. They probably make that field goal. Obviously that changes how the Patriots play late in the game, though. Too, if the Patriots are 10-10, they're playing differently than if it's 10-7. Yeah.
So I don't think it's just like, well, they're automatically in overtime at that point. That's just not how things work.
The last Patriots missed field goal was pretty surprising. That one was very makeable, and he had the wind at his back. That should have probably been a 13-7 final. Patriots probably should have covered over and never had a chance. That was a terrible bet by me. People happy to be done with Romo. Okay. I didn't listen to yesterday's game, but his commentary at the end of Bills Broncos was pretty sharp. He specifically called out the deep shot that they took to Mims. That was the game-winning touchdown, or the go-ahead touchdown for the Broncos in the fourth quarter. That was pretty impressive. But yeah, Romo done. Called a season. He can go play some golf. Brady done. Called a season. He can go do whatever he does, which is pretty complicated.
So he throws a fastball once in a while like that, but overall he's become just incredibly shitty to listen to.
Sounds like we have a Divies winner.
Yeah, well, and to build off that, apologies.
What's the category?
I don't know.
Hang on. There's the least valuable Let me see.
Amateur least
valuable
amateur golfer.
Least enjoyable narrative of the year. Least valuable person of the year. We're gonna give him probably least valuable person of the year.
We might have to add
least
valuable technological advance, and the first the co-favorites are the superimposed. Like it's the text. It's your parents are not young. Like, do they have the giant text message font on their phones where when they get a text, it has like 8 words on the screen? My dad is like that.
My grandma.
That's what those numbers felt like on. And then secondly, the digital measurement, which is so dumb. Again, it's the same as the sticks. It doesn't matter. It's all based on the spot. But kind of going back to Romo, I wanted to a little mea culpa.
Yeah.
And maybe not even an apology because he did suck last year and I did not enjoy him. I thought he was bad at his job.
Who?
But much like anything else he's done in his life, he's greatly improved. Tom Brady was great.
Brady. Yeah.
Brady was great. He's found his voice. He's not doing the weird vocal fry thing anymore. He's not getting overexcited. He's breaking down what's happening on plays really well for a color commentator. I thought he was great.
Okay.
So I'm and again, I'm happy about that. We have a lack of good announcers. So if a shitty announcer wants to become good.
That's good. Especially if they've already paid him and they're going to keep him in there instead of Greg Olson. He better be as good as Greg Olson. We do get Tirico and Collinsworth on that Super Bowl, which was
God, this made me think of something. What? I had something I needed to add to my list today of things to do, and I didn't write it down, which then you never remember. And it is cancel Fubo. Well, who has the Super Bowl, Drew?
NBC.
What streaming service can I watch that on?
Peacock.
All right. I have Fubo strictly so I can watch Monday Night Football.
Don't need it.
ESPN Plus won't let you. And if I want to watch a game that's on Fox, they don't have like a normal streaming service.
No, they don't.
Do. So I have to have Fubo for that. And shit's like $80 a month.
I'm
using it to watch. I'm paying $80 a month to watch like 7 games a month. So we got to get rid of that. Cancel Fubo. Cancel Fubo. Sorry.
I thought you were going to putting on your list try to figure out how in the world Mike Tirico is going to do the opening ceremonies in Milan and the Super Bowl in San Jose in the span of like 2 days. I think we're doing the NBA All-Star game too that same weekend. It's going to be a wild one for the NBC folks who are on the back end.
Hopefully they have golf that week too, because they've never neglected golf.
The whole golf team for NBC is like a different unit out of Orlando. That's like the Golf Channel unit, I think. Yeah. I'm 90% sure none of the NBC sports folks do the golf.
Yeah, and then they just kind of they let them run amok. Golf is amok. Do you want to talk about the opener at all?
Absolutely. Yeah. Felt low on the look aheads and it went up. Surprise. 5.
I said, and this is on record, if you're in the Discord, I said if one of these teams really dominates, it could be -5. Neither team really dominated. It's still -5. I think some of that is despite the defense looking kind of bad, I think a lot of that was just like McVay, Stafford, what are you going to do? Like, they were perfect today. They were really, really good. I don't care how good your defense is. Offense trumps defense, especially, in a spot like this where you have an all-world wide receiver, an all-world wide receiver 2, a really good quarterback, and a Sean McVay. And then, I think the market's basically saying, despite the MVP voting, even if those two are close, it's not nearly the same offense. Seattle's defense should be able to stymie this team. The total's 5 points lower. And, at the same point, Darnold had a really, really good game. That was the big concern. He was clean as shit. He was really good at evading pressure. He was really good at not. Well, I mean, he
wasn't taking. There were a couple.
One drive.
Yeah, there were a couple. There was one drive where he really ate it. Yeah.
But for the most part, when he evaded pressure, he didn't make stupid decisions like, I better force this.
He rolled it out and threw it away a couple of times that felt pretty key.
Just do that.
Yeah. Add Andy's to-do list. Google Bad Bunny. Who is this Bad Bunny person that is doing the halftime show?
Curious. I like him. He's in Bullet Train.
Is he? Oh, okay. I know.
Have you not seen Bullet Train?
Saturday Night Live, mostly. I've not seen Bullet Train.
It's
worth watching.
It's not gonna win any awards.
It didn't win any. I think it was last cycle.
God, no. It is pretty damn entertaining. You got Bad Bunny. You've got Brad Pitt. You got the British guys.
Okay.
You got, I think Julia Roberts is in it. Who's Michael Shannon?
Oh, that's a good
Joey King. Very fun watch.
Sounds like a good plane movie. Actually,
plane movie.
Here's some interesting commentary on the bookmaker going to 4.5, being led by the legals. It looks like FanDuel and DraftKings were first to move a hair in the direction of the Patriots, and bookmaker following, which is an unusual sequence. 4.5's minus 110 at bookmaker. It's minus 115 at FanDuel and DraftKings. Circa holding 5, minus 110. Total 46. It's going to be
down a little. The opener at bookmaker was 46.5. Came down a little.
The game is in San Francisco. You can't count on good weather. So keep an eye on that. That's probably going to, honestly, the weather is going to probably determine side end total for me in this one. Not kidding. What do you think? The coldest.
How's that go? The coldest winter I ever spent was summer in San Francisco.
Yeah, that's a very famous quote. Mark Twain, some famous writer, a famous
Samuel Clemens, actually.
Same person. Was it Twain?
Yes, it was a Mark Twain quote.
Really? Oh, look at me. Not too bad for a Monday. Not too shabby.
Look at you. Yeah, we'll see. Well, that's the tough part. We're 2 weeks out for weather. We're not even going to attempt to guess the weather. Injuries, the ones to watch, I guess. And again, you have 2 weeks for these guys to healthy up. Both of them were meaningful-ish and kind of late. Spillane has another injury. He's always hurt. He's hurt again, ankle injury. And then Drake Thomas left kind of late in the game. He wasn't on the field for parts of those last couple drives for Los Angeles there. So keep an eye on that. He's a starting linebacker as well. I did see, this is interesting though, just to touch on the teams heading to the Bay Area to practice. Neither team has opted to practice at San Francisco's facility. One will be at Stanford. The other one, I don't remember, but they're going to be at colleges.
Where do you stand on the scale of this is just ridiculous clickbait garbage to there's some veracity?
There's definitely something to this. I don't know if it's actually there's causation here or, any correlation. There's some correlation. Like the fact that you're next to a place that's just throwing off, all these gigawatts of electrical interference and then all your ligaments are tearing up. I believe it. I'm not a big conspiracy guy. This is the one that I'm like, I kind of like this one. Also, Lynch said they're looking into it. The fact that the team is actually looking into it adds some credibility, I believe.
I mean, it'll affect their ability to sign free agents if people believe it, even if it isn't true. So, yeah, I guess they should look into it. I don't know, man. It seemed the very first time I saw it and read it, I was like, all right, stop. This is ridiculous. I
want it to be true. I want it to move.
But why? They had a bad year this year, but they've had plenty of years where things were perfectly fine. So I don't know that I want to ascribe 1 year of very bad luck to this now being a thing. They've been just build this the power substation or whatever the hell.
No, somebody in the comments
it's been there forever
in the 80s.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Katie says they increased capacity in
2014.
Did they? I don't know if she's just speculating. I believe
that. It sounds
fact,
legit.
Fact.
It sounds legit. They I mean, the Field of Jeans was built around 2014, so they probably had to increase capacity to handle the infrastructure
around the stadium.
The stadium. So that would make sense. I don't think the practice field was down there when they were playing a Candlestick, was it?
I have no idea.
That would be weird.
Why would it be way out there?
Yeah, why would you play in the Candlestick and practice in Santa Clara? Yeah, so I'm keen on trying to get a feel for what the weather's going to be like. My resource is going to be the Mammoth Snowman. He does a great job of like looking into the future and modeling 14-ish days out as far as what's going on with the stratospheric anomalies and how that's going to influence weather patterns and the likelihood of rain. And yeah, I mean, if it's like a cool, wet condition, you could have an atmospheric river, and it wouldn't surprise anyone. It could be one of the all-time grossest Super Bowls. Which would be fun, I guess, because it has the potential to be gross. Am I wrong?
No, for sure. It's January, February
Drake
in
May, Sam Darnold,
Northern California.
Yeah, this could be a bad one, right? There's a world where this is not a good game.
Drake May against another good defense. This poor guy, you know, we joke. Well, I mean, he has had a pretty easy.
He had a very easy go of it during the regular season.
Did you see the Simpsons tweet?
No.
Do you remember the Simpsons episode where Homer became a boxer?
Yes, I remember that one.
And his strategy was he couldn't be knocked out because of his brain. You know, he had like a thick skull or whatever.
Yeah.
So these homeless guys would just punch him and punch him and punch him until they'd become so tired he would simply push them over.
Yeah, I remember.
And he became the highest rating amateur boxer in Springfield, and he got the better car wash because of it. There's a montage of him like knocking these guys over in exhaustion, and someone just posted that clip, and it's like Drake May's path to the Super Bowl. I mean, to be fair, he did get Stidham. He got the worst Stroud we've ever seen, and then obviously
the bad day from Herbert too.
Well, Herbert without tackles isn't very fun, I guess. It'd be a lot cooler if he
really poorly.
He did play very shitty, so it'll be interesting to see another tough defense, but this time a good offense. And I have a lot of nice things to say about Clint Kubiak. That was a really nice game plan. The way it's not super hard.
I thought so too.
To get JSN open.
That's kind of what I was going to say.
Like,
he had an easy button.
But I mean, he was doing it from everywhere. I mean, it was just constant. And then JSN on top of it was doing a great job. The using Shaheed in the offense is great. Getting Bobo involved. K9 was good for the first and fourth quarters. Doing it without a backup running back, you know.
Talk to me about JSN's fair price for MVP. I mean, he's clearly going to be the best player in this game. Question is, does he get it over Darnold if Darnold has a 3-touchdown, 0-pick performance? Who would have gotten the award yesterday? Darnold?
Darnold would have. JSN would have gotten it over Darnold if he had a second touchdown, I believe.
Or Darnold had a pick or turnover?
Yeah, that I don't know. I think maybe both. I think if JSN had 2 of the 3 touchdowns that Darnold threw, and it was like 175 and 2 touchdowns compared to 350 and 3, you might have to give it to the wide receiver, especially with that sick dude. I'm like, well, so the one-handed catch.
Oh my God.
When I saw that, I'm like, well, it was, you got to pull it to the body, and then you see it, and it just stops. Like, fuck, that's a catch.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. Yeah.
The other bummer for me, and this did affect my betting. I already had Denver +3 first half, so I didn't buy out of that. I thought about it, but
that got JK 7-7.
Yeah,
they should have had a lead. I thought. I think it was 7-7.
J.K. Dobbins
was a surprise miss.
That sucked. He would have been back in 2 weeks too. That would have been a fun game.
No, it wouldn't have stood him. Come on. Come on.
I know.
You would have been fun for you. You would have been like a 7-point spread.
Yeah, it was almost 10-7 both ways. in the first half, but they most was their field goals. Halftime was a tie, so that did get home. But if you remember correctly, we talked a big game about, hey, what about the second half? If it is Denver, if Denver covers, if Denver's leading or is close, it's probably Patriots and over. And with the weather, I'm just like, well, and seeing Stidham on every other drive, it's like, well, so I didn't bet anything in that second half.
That was a good call by you. All right. Strike me is what was your general kind of like, I guess it would, is there a world where Drake May's mobility is a factor in this one?
He was really good on the ground. You know, he was 10 for 21 for like 80 yards.
Yeah, he was passing.
He did not have a great game.
Very poor. Yeah.
He didn't do what he did 2 weeks ago and turn the ball over a bunch, which was nice, but this wasn't a super good performance. It was a very tough defense and challenging conditions in the second half.
He got sacked 5 times.
His running, I mean, that long run, the touchdown, the run to, I mean, it's funny. It's like he ran to seal the game. It didn't matter. They could have given Denver the ball at the 50. That game ends 10-7. Like, Stidham didn't have anything at that point. I don't think punting on that, if he wouldn't have got that first down, I don't think punting them the ball and having them, even a touchback, 50 yards to go kick a field goal in those conditions, like, I'm not super worried if I'm a Patriots money line holder at that point.
Drake May had 55 yards passing outside of the 31-yard gadget play to Matt Collins.
Yeah.
It's rough. But his scrambling, I thought, was pretty huge, specifically on that one touchdown drive, which they clearly needed. If they don't get that, they're not winning this game. And I don't know. I have to look at the tape a little bit. Seattle's defense feels like you can get something going on the ground with your quarterback. Certainly easier than they're going to get anything going on the ground with Ramondre Stevenson. He got a lot of use.
That was
Jesus Christ.
If you had Patriots, if you're a Patriots fan, backer, anything, once it turned into, all right, we're going to run the ball a lot, I bet your butthole had to be Cheerio-sized.
Every time.
I would have been so nervous because it's like,
the fumble's coming.
Here's a guy who's fumbled a bunch.
Here's a guy who
let's give him
20
touches now.
Oh, and the Broncos, every single play, every guy is going for it, like full on. That was wild. Yeah. All right. I don't have much more. Let's see where this market goes. My guess is it's going to settle around 5. And Seahawks to the right side, and probably the
end. Do you have a hard out hit right now? Because I have a thing, and we can save it because it's not okay. It's not time. Well, it's going to take some time. It's like a 5-minute segment. It's for a different day.
Okay. What do you want to do this week, schedule wise? Any more shows? Or just the divies? Prep for the divies on Thursday. Should we do anything else? We got anything else coming on?
When are the NFL awards?
They're the Thursday of the Super Bowl week.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do some stuff around that. We'll probably do some like a Friday reaction pod to that after that.
Oh no, I'll be in Italy. I'm gone.
Oh yeah, you'll be in Italy. Well, I'll do it. I don't care. I'll bring on. I still haven't seen Protector of the Year.
No, I haven't either.
Finalists, which is annoying. All right. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll do the divies probably Thursday. I'll tweet about it. Enjoy this 2 weeks.
I gotta get my tux cleaned. So give me at least till Thursday, and then And then,
I don't know which sport coat I'm gonna wear. Oh, white sport coat.
We should probably do something this Friday too, just to fuck around Friday.
I think so. Oh yeah, do you know what Vivano is? Like, is it a wine site?
Yes, is that what a wine app. Yeah.
Somebody is tweeting at me asking, "Is this really true on Vivano?"
Yes, it is for sure. For sure, it is. Vivino.
I think he must have found your profile.
Nice. I log all of my finds there. Yeah. I've gotten lazy about tasting notes, but I'm going to try to pick that up.
Not great, Bob.
Not great. Let's